Hi. As part of my role at Think Data Insights, I've been asked to evaluate how Microsoft is bringing machine learning to Power BI. I've found three major ways they're doing this: auto machine learning, cognitive services, and the key influencers visualization. So the idea behind automated machine learning is that by hooking up with Power BI Premium, you feed it data and it runs machine learning algorithms itself and then gives you an answer. For a data scientist, it's super handy and can save you a bunch of time because you don't have to spend a bunch of time tuning parameters. But for somebody with less of a data science background, it could be a little bit risky. Because machine learning, what it can do is, with certain models, you can plug in data and you get what looks like really great results, but they're not actually great results. So for example, say you were designing a test to screen for a disease. This is a rare disease, only affects 0.1% of the population. You could train a model that was 99.9% accurate, but really all that model would have to do is always say no, negative for test, negative for test. I think when you're dealing with machine learning, you need to have a bit of a background in looking at precision and recall and looking at different confidence intervals and understanding how things work, and then understanding how well your model can predict things. So I think this is a great tool for people with a bit of a data science background, but I think it's not quite ready for the average Power BI user. The idea behind Microsoft Cognitive Services with Power BI is that they look at, so they use machine learning to solve common problems, and you using an API can then go on to their service and you can find you can get the results from their trained models. So right now, Cognitive Services with Power BI uses sentiment analysis, key phrase extraction, language detection, and image tagging. So the idea behind image tagging is you take a picture and it could tell you, oh, there's a chair there, or oh, there's a car there. Language detection tells you what language something's in. Key phrase extraction tells you what the most important phrases in a chunk of text are. And sentiment analysis tells you whether the sentiment in a chunk of text is positive or negative. I evaluated sentiment analysis and key phrase extraction and found a few problems. First of all, with key phrase extraction, you produce beautiful word clouds, but I couldn't find a good explanation of how these key phrases were actually generated, so how this actual model worked, which made me a little bit skeptical. Like if I'm going to meet with a client and the client asks why is this a key phrase, or why are we using this? I want to be able to give them a clear, concrete results. And likewise with the sentiment analysis toolkit. So they explain better how the sentiment analysis works, but they use a generalized model. So what that means is they took a bunch of blocks of text and just created a general sentiment analysis model. So in theory, the word great would give you a high score and bad would give you a poor score. This could work on things like Yelp reviews, but as soon as you're looking at more specified communities, like say you wanted to look at online work forums, where people start using sarcasm or start using context-specific language, I think this can be a little bit dangerous to use even. So if I was going to do sentiment analysis right, I'd look at the data you're analyzing and I'd create a model that's based on that data, because I don't think this is a generalizable technology. So I would be very wary of using sentiment analysis in cognitive services with Power BI. There is a third direction Microsoft is going into, and I go into this in another video, the key influencers visualization, which I absolutely love. It's intuitive, user-friendly, and provides really great data and has robust statistics behind it. So I explain this and talk about it at length in the following video. I hope you found this video handy and it helped you understand what Microsoft is doing with machine learning.